Paragraph 2 is about the cultural changes. What is very important from that chapter is knowing how our society looked like 60 years ago. And they were talking about a pillarized society. What we saw is that there were different groups that lived separately from each other. You see that over here. We got four pillars in the Netherlands. So a pillarized society means verzuiling. And what happened was that people lived separately from each other. So if someone was going to read a newspaper, he would read the newspaper that belonged to that pillar. When he was going to watch a program on the television, he was going to watch the program that belonged to his pillar. But also, if he sent his children to a school, he sent them to a school that belonged to that pillar. And that is what we mean by a pillarized society. People lived apart from each other. We also know from that time that there was very little social mobility. People find it very hard to move up on the social ladder. Once a farmer, always a farmer. And we see nowadays people are able to climb up the stairs. Thanks to education, they can easily get another profession. One of the things that is also mentioned, which is an example of very little social mobility, is the full legal capacity for women. Women were not allowed to enter into contracts as opening a bank account or buying a house without the permission of their husband or father. It also says something about the positions that women had in that time. We also got depillarization. That means the opposite of this one. People, and thanks to the television, saw that there weren't a lot of differences between each other. So, as the time moved forward, people got into contact with each other and also left these things behind. So, a socialist would also read another newspaper or would watch another program. That process is called depillarization. And secularization means there's a difference between the religion and the government. In Dutch, we would say something like een scheiding tussen kerk en staat. Now, we saw that a lot of people had the opinion that the church was less important. So we went less times to the church. And another word that's expressed in paragraph 3 is globalization, and that means that the world is becoming smaller. So we still got borders, but thanks to the media, we already know what is happening in another country. But also, globalization means that there is one big market. We've got companies that work in different countries. For example, Philips doesn't work only in the Netherlands, but works also in other countries. Globalization. The other paragraph, paragraph 3, is about the Netherlands as an immigration country. It needs to say we've got different reasons why people go to other countries. So we've got push factors and we've got pull factors. Push factors, for example, the situation in a certain country can push people away. Where we also see factors within a country where they would like to go to, which pull them towards that country. So there's a difference between push factors, which pushes you away from that country, and we've got pull factors which pull you towards that country. They also explain the difference between allochthone and an autochthone. A lot of people associate this word with someone from coming from Morocco or Turkey or another country. But if you are going to take a look at the description in the dictionary, you will see that it is that someone is an allochthone the moment that one of his parents is born in another country. And a lot of people don't know that. That is also the reason why I put this picture over here of our king, according to the definition in the dictionary Van Dalen, he is an allochtoon because his father was a German and an autochtoon. Both parents are from that country. Working migrants, we know that in the 60s, a lot of people were asked from Greece, from Spain, from Italy, but also from later on Morocco, Turkey, were asked to work in the Netherlands because we had a lot of open spots, and we call those people working migrants. We also call them guest workers because at that time we thought that they were guests and they would leave at a certain moment there. They were not expected to stay. Besides that, we also have a lot of people in the Netherlands because of our colonial history. We owned a lot of countries in the past, and that's the reason why also these people have moved to the Netherlands. Last but not least, we also have got refugees, people that fled from their own country because there's a war and they would like to find shelter in another country. Last but not least, family reunification and family formation. If we are talking about family reunification, we mean people who are legally settled in the Netherlands who send for their families to join them. So later on, they come over here to reunify the family. And besides that, we've got family formation, which means a Dutch citizen or someone with a residence permits who marries a foreigner and starts a family over here. But we've got a lot of rules about that last one to make it more difficult for people to get people from another country.